So we're going to remove the vapor barrier part of the fuel system. You've got 3 8mm bolts, but this one looks a bit rounded. Yeah, so that's not coming off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got one of these kits here, which is the rusted bolt remover things. This is an 8mm one. I don't know whether that can show on the camera, but it's designed to go over the bolt. Should grip it better. Okay, and it should remove it. Give it a bit of spray and see what happens. Nothing. So as you can see, this 8mm bolt remover that's designed to actually do the job ain't, hold on a minute, saying that, it's just got itself wedged on there. No, it's just chewing it up. It's proper knackered, so I'm going to have to result in cutting it out. So I've got my safety goggles on, got an angle grinder, and just have to be really careful, because if you go through the underbody, you don't want to do it. So moving. Maybe I've shocked it loose enough to undo it. There we go. Just keep doing that. I don't know what actually cracked it off in the end, but back to these, seem to move it. There's the offending bolt. Now I don't know what actually caused that to come out in the end like that. Maybe a combination of cutting it, putting some heat through it, whatever, shocking it with the spanner, shocking it with the flathead and hammer. I don't know, but it got it off. Needless to say, I'm going to replace them. Hopefully they come out just as easy. I'm not going to fully undo this one yet until I know for sure I can get this one out. It looks a downside cleaner than the last. Yeah, that's moving. Look. I'm going to buy some new bolts for this. This is how clean it is and how dirty it is. I'm basically just going to clean it all back where it needs it, like all this, okay, and all around there. Alright, then any areas of rust I'm going to get back to bare metal, put some vac can stuff over it, and then treat, give you a bit of angle with this, spray some penetrant on it. Yeah, I'll say I've already sprayed these up to try and give me the best. Right, chance of getting them off. So let's go with this back one first, because this is the one that goes to the passenger side. Got that come undone nicely, didn't it? See if we can do the same on this one, which is the driver's side one. Should be wearing gloves really, but I've run out for now. But I will get some more. Look, that one's a bit more firmer on there. That could be brake fluid dripping out of there now, so let's just nip it up. But it's cracked off, that one. Let's try again with this one. Okay. What I need to do is make some end caps to stop the fluids coming out from here. Let's remove that. Another pipe out of the way. Right, so I've decided to remove the passenger one first because it's the shortest one here. Okay, so I'm going to just undo this. Just doing it up then. Just tuck that under there from over like that, so it can just capture whatever brake fluid drips out. As I disconnect this, there's a clip that just comes down like that. So I'm going to keep this in one piece like this. Okay, so what I can do is I can just copy the pattern with the brake line. So let's get the passenger side brake line out. I've put some gloves on now. You know, it's a bit concerned about the brake fluid getting on my skin. But 11mm this side, and 13 here. Let's get it down. You could put a block of wood on your brake pedal, push it down, and it should help, you know, stop the brake leaking, but I got a bit too far into to worry about that. I don't know where you can see just up here, move the camera. You got a clip just here, it just pops out like so. And you've got one at the other end, and you've got one just here as well. Then the last one just here. And that's another brake line down. So that's what it looks like underneath. That should stop any brake fluid coming back. Whilst I'm working on this part of the car from here backwards. Now the plan is any surface rust, just like this, here, you know, here, wherever it may be. Okay, I'm going to treat it. And I am going to then put some rust protection primer paint on it, and then give it a coat of something else, like stone chip or whatever. So we are getting there. Slow process, but be worth it. And these new ones, these new fittings, they look like 10mm, and I wasn't under it. I ain't actually got access to a 10mm. Hi Alex.
Hi. What are you doing up there?
Doing the brake lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to see how bad it is down here, like dirt, I've got some Auto Smart G101 and I'm going to spray it and then agitate it with a brush. And just use a bit of blue rag to wipe it down. Quite easy. Couple of turns and they come out. Quite easy to get that bit out. It looks like there's a bunch of these white connectors all the way along the car underneath. I don't know how well you can see that just down there. So it shouldn't be too hard to remove. Let me try and... Oh. So yeah, look, you can see them, one there, and they go all the way along the car. So pop all them down. There's quite a few down there actually, and then this other section of pipe will come down quite nicely. So I've got the tyre in the way, unfortunately, at the moment. But there you go. You can see them. They come out quite nicely. Just a few turns, clean all these up, and we're good. Let's carry on. Sit down right now. Camera's going to die in a minute, so let's just do this last little section just here, okay, and then I'm going to have to take the camera indoors, charge it and everything else, but it's getting there, you know. I'm happy with it so far, but like I said, it's a long process, but you know what they say, if a job starts getting tedious, it's probably because you're doing it properly. So, just going to finish this little bit. I am going to take, like I said, I am going to take the fuel filter down so I can get better access. The handbrake cable is just held in with a cable tie here, so that can come out of the way and give me a better access to this corner. So we are looking a heck of a lot better. And quite frankly, I don't think I'm doing too bad considering the gap. I'm laying on the garage floor. The car's not far up in the air. And yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. It's looking a heck of a lot tidier down here. And it's revealing, it's in better nick basically than what I thought it was going to be. So, as I said, stay tuned, you know, subscribe if you want to follow. the process of this and see how it turns out. You know, hit the subscribe button. Right, so let me give you a close up of how it's looking. There we go. So it's looking way better under here already. So that's what it used to look like on that side. So we're doing really well. Because you can see the space, that's the tyre on the floor and that's the bottom of the car. So, you know, there's not much room. So I've got to jack the front end of the car up. It's going to be a laugh doing that. So, yeah. So before I carry on with the cleaning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip down and get the fuel filter out of the way and remove the handbrake cables from this section of the car, and then I'm not going to bore you by filming everything on the cleaning side. So next time you see this, the back end of the car will be clean. Let's just get this fuel filter out of the way and get the boring bit done. So all it is to remove the fuel filter is you've got these little white clips here. You can just pinch them from the back side of them and hopefully they prise out like that, and then they just pop off. Just be careful with them. I say just pop off, but actually on there quite well. Oh, there you go. A bit of fuel come out of that, which is expected because this will be filled with fuel. So I've got some blue rag. Should put my gloves back on, really. And then you've got another one this side. So you can see the little tab down the bottom. There's one either side. You just pinch them together and push like that, and it comes up like so. Make sure you've got a catch can or something underneath. Sorted. So just get this 8mm bolt off and that'll come down. And there's another one just behind. Let me get a better view for you. There we go. Out of the way. I will replace these bolts. So what's next? Release this pipe here, and that's the one that feeds up to the fuel pump. So now I'm just going to remove this one in the same way. these two clips push up. It should just slide off. There might be a bit more fuel for what come out of this. This is another fuel line. Oh, quite a bit of fuel come out of that. I'm covered now. Good thing I don't smoke, isn't it? Should really have my gloves back on. That's another pipe out of the way. You can see how the handbrake cable is held on here with a cable tie. So let's get that off. And then try and remove all these clips, and they come off easy. So place some of them, and I'm going to finish off the cleaning, and you don't need to see me do that, so I'll bring you back once it's all done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you something. I'm going to use this now to see if it cleans it up any quicker. I'm going to remove the handbrake cable and these clips and just let the camera roll. Let's crack on. Looks a heck of a lot better, doesn't it? Let's do some more. You can see the difference. It's what it used to look like just here. Let's see if we tilt the camera. So this is what it used to look like. And you know, a bit TLC and comes up quite nice. So like I say, if you're enjoying the process of this, let's move the light, you know, and you want to do this work yourself at home, you can do, but just be prepared for a lot of arm ache while you're under here, and you know, stripping down. Just take your time like I'm doing and you'll be alright. So, but before I leave this video just here, there's one thing I want to do. Is I just want to thank a friend of mine, Ronnie. We've been chatting back and forth. He's got a car and he's doing it up on YouTube as well. It's called the Goththing. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Go and check it out. He's doing an amazing job with it. But we help each other out, and there's some things I've wanted that he's put on his car that I want to put onto this, like new parts and that. And he's been helping me source the parts and find them. So I want to thank him out. And you know, if you're here for the Mark III or the ST220, you know, and that, or even the Mark IV, go and check him out and watch what he's doing. It's all for, I believe it's all for Help for Heroes or something along them lines. So go and check him out. But I'm going to leave this here. Okay, I'm going to go and charge all my batteries up, and then I'm going to come back and crack on. So, okay, got my string, tape measure. I'm just going to get a rough like this, corner to corner.